It is 7 a.m. You wake up, step into the kitchen, and prepare what you think is a perfectly healthy breakfast. 2 fried eggs, 2 slices of warm toast, and a glass of cold orange juice. You look in the mirror, hoping your waistline has finally shrunk after weeks of strict dieting. But the reality? The stubborn belly fat is still there, and that familiar crash of fatigue and intense hunger hits you just 2 hours later. You think the soft fat under your skin is the problem? Think again. Visceral fat, the deep fat wrapping tightly around your liver and intestines, is the true silent killer. And here is the scariest part. This fat does not just come from eating too many calories. It is born from hormonal chaos. Yes, eggs are an absolute superfood, but the way you combine them and the exact order they enter your stomach is the master switch that decides whether your body will burn fat or store fat for the next 16 hours. Today, we are unlocking egg sequencing. It is a powerful biological strategy based on metabolic science, designed to flatten your blood sugar curve, drop your insulin levels, and activate your natural belly fat burning mode. Try this for exactly 1 day, and you will physically feel your body react in a completely different way. Before we get into the exact steps, you need to understand why the order of your food has the power to manipulate your hormones. The biggest enemy of belly fat loss is not dietary fat. It is insulin. Imagine your pancreas as an emergency fire station. When you eat carbohydrates or sugars first, like that toast or orange juice, your body breaks them down into glucose instantly. Your blood sugar shoots straight up, forming a massive, sharp spike. Immediately, the pancreas panics. It floods your system with insulin to clean up this massive sugar rush. Think of high insulin as a biological padlock. It completely locks your fat cells, strictly forbidding them from releasing stored energy. Worse, it aggressively forces all that leftover sugar directly into new visceral belly fat. This entire chaotic process also spikes your cortisol levels, trapping your body in a vicious fat-storing cycle. But evolutionary science tells a completely different story. Our ancestors never started their day with highly processed carbs. In 2015, a groundbreaking study from Weill Cornell Medicine in the United States proved something shocking. If you eat your protein and fats first and save your carbohydrates for the very end of the meal, your post-meal blood sugar spike drops by 73%, and your insulin release drops by 48%. Let us compare 2 people eating the exact same 500-calorie breakfast. Person A eats the bread first. Their blood sugar rockets up, then violently crashes down. The result? By 10 in the morning, they are starving. Their hands are shaking, and brain fog takes over. Person B eats the eggs first, and the bread last. Their blood sugar forms a gentle, rolling hill. They are full of energy, comfortably satisfied until the afternoon, and their waistline naturally shrinks. The secret is building a biological shield inside your small intestine using protein and fat. So, how do you build this shield tomorrow morning? Just follow these 4 biological signals in this exact chronological order. Signal number 1. Activating the fiber matrix. Before a single calorie enters your system, you need to lay down a natural, biological filter along the lining of your small intestine. Think of it as preparing the battlefield. Here is the science of how it works. When you introduce soluble fiber into an empty stomach, it absorbs water and expands into a thick, viscous gel. This gel firmly coats your intestinal walls. It acts like a strict security checkpoint. Instead of allowing sugar molecules to rush violently into your bloodstream, this fiber matrix forces them to line up and pass through slowly, one by one. It delays the emptying of your stomach and significantly slows down glucose absorption. So, Here is your daily action plan. Exactly 5 to 10 minutes before you take your first bite of those eggs, do this. Drink a glass of warm water mixed with 1 tablespoon of fully soaked chia seeds. Or, simply eat a small portion of raw greens, like a few slices of cucumber or a very light salad. The benefit is immediate. Your blood sugar is stabilized right from the starting line. But listen carefully to this warning. You must absolutely avoid any store-bought salad dressings packed with hidden sugars or industrial seed oils, like soybean or sunflower oil. These highly processed oils cause severe cellular inflammation and immediately trigger a cortisol spike, completely ruining your belly fat loss efforts. Stick exclusively to extra virgin, cold-pressed olive oil, or a splash of apple cider vinegar. Signal number 2. The biological detonator. Egg yolks and pure protein. Now that your fiber shield is firmly in place, it is time to stabilize your blood sugar and unleash the most powerful satiety hormones your body has to offer. Think of a whole egg as nature's perfect biological package. The golden yolk is packed with choline and essential fatty acids, while the egg white delivers pristine amino acids. When this rich combination of protein and healthy fat finally hits the receptors in your stomach and intestines, it triggers a massive release of 2 crucial hormones, known as CCK and GLP-1. These are direct, coded signals sent straight to your brain, instantly shutting down your hunger center. And the most important part? Digesting this entire plate of eggs causes almost zero movement in your insulin levels. Because insulin stays low, that biological padlock we talked about earlier stays wide open. Your body has no choice but to keep burning stored belly fat for energy. Here is your action step. Eat 2 to 3 whole eggs before you even think about touching a single carbohydrate on your table. You can have them boiled, poached, or gently fried in grass-fed butter or extra virgin olive oil. Take your time. Chew slowly to let your digestive enzymes break down every ounce of that protein. And please, hear this loud and clear. Never, ever throw away the egg yolk because you are afraid of cholesterol. Modern science has completely cleared the egg's reputation. For healthy individuals, the dietary cholesterol in eggs does not increase your bad blood cholesterol. That golden yolk is an absolute treasure chest. It contains the exact healthy fats needed to trigger those fullness signals. Even more importantly, it provides the raw building blocks your body desperately needs to synthesize sex hormones, like testosterone and estrogen. These are your body's natural, built-in fat-burning hormones. Embrace them. Signal number 3. Freezing your enzymes with acetic acid. This is an advanced option, but it is incredibly powerful. Right before those carbohydrates finally enter your system, we want to maximize your muscle cells' insulin sensitivity. How? By using the acetic acid found in apple cider vinegar. This acid does something absolutely fascinating inside your body. It temporarily disables a portion of the alpha amylase enzymes in your saliva and your pancreas. These are the specific enzymes responsible for breaking down starches. By freezing this demolition crew, you literally force the carbohydrates to travel through your digestive tract at a much slower pace. This single trick can reduce your post-meal blood sugar spike by 20 to 30%. But it gets even better. The acetic acid acts like a biological commander. It orders your muscle cells to open their doors and absorb that incoming glucose to use as pure energy, rather than letting your liver convert it into stubborn belly fat. Here is your exact protocol. Just as you are about to sit down at the table, mix 1 tablespoon of organic raw apple cider vinegar, the kind with the mother, into 300 milliliters of filtered water. But listen to this crucial rule. You must drink this through a straw. After you finish, immediately rinse your mouth with a sip of plain water before taking your first bite of food. Using a straw and rinsing is a non-negotiable rule to protect your tooth enamel from the acidity. And a quick medical warning. If you have a history of stomach ulcers or severe acid reflux, simply skip this step. Do not force it. Your stomach lining is more important. Just focus entirely on signals 1 and 2, and you will still see incredible metabolic results. Signal number 4. The backloaded carbohydrate window. You have made it to the final step, and this is exactly where you get to enjoy your favorite carbohydrates without the constant fear of storing belly fat. Here is the science of why this works. Because you have already laid down that sticky fiber matrix from signal 1, and you have dropped the biological detonator of protein and fat from your eggs in signal 2, your stomach now has a robust biological cushion. Now, when those carbohydrates finally enter your system, they do not crash into an empty stomach. Instead, they get completely tangled and trapped inside this protective mass of food. The speed at which they convert into sugar is drastically slammed down. So, instead of creating a violent, sharp mountain of glucose that shocks your pancreas, your blood sugar simply glides along like a gentle, rolling hill. Here is your final action step. Eat your slice of dark rye bread, your bowl of oatmeal, or your fresh fruit at the absolute end of your meal. You must never eat your carbohydrates first, and you must completely eliminate fruit juices that have been stripped of their natural fiber. But let me be perfectly honest with you. While this sequencing is incredibly powerful, it is not magic. You should always prioritize complex carbohydrates like whole grain oats or sweet potatoes. Because no matter how perfectly you sequence your food, if you dump a massive load of highly refined sugar into your stomach at the very end of your breakfast, you will aggressively break through every single biological defense we just built. So, to completely clear out that visceral belly fat and keep your insulin tightly controlled, what does an actual, real-world morning schedule look like? I want you to try this exact timeline starting tomorrow. 7 a.m. You wake up. Stop right there. Do not rush for that cup of coffee just yet. Instead, drink 300 milliliters of filtered water mixed with a pinch of pink Himalayan salt. Our ancestors did not wake up to coffee. They replenished their electrolytes after a long night using natural, mineral-rich water. That pink salt provides essential minerals, perfectly balances your hydration, and instantly helps lower the natural cortisol spike you get right after waking up. 7:15 a.m. Prepare your plate. You need 1 small portion of salad or sliced cucumbers, 2 gently fried eggs, and 1 slice of whole grain bread. Right now, if your digestive system is healthy, this is the exact moment to drink your apple cider vinegar through a straw and rinse your mouth with clean water. 7:20 a.m. Sit down and begin your meal with those greens. You are laying down the fiber shield first to properly coat your intestines. 7:25 a.m. Eat your 2 whole eggs. The biological detonator of pure protein and fat follows right behind. 7:35 a.m. Finally, enjoy your slice of bread. The carbohydrates enter last, completely trapped by the food you just ate. 8 a.m. Go for a gentle 10-minute walk, or simply do some light chores around the house. This light, continuous muscle contraction acts like a biological vacuum. It safely sucks up any tiny bit of glucose left in your bloodstream directly into your muscles for energy, leaving your blood sugar completely flat. This precise sequence will completely stop that 10 a.m. crash and brain fog. It will absolutely crush your afternoon sugar cravings, and most importantly, It locks your body into a powerful state where it uses your stubborn visceral belly fat as its primary fuel source all day long. Losing belly fat is never about starving yourself to the point of exhaustion. It is not about torturing yourself in the gym or obsessively counting every single tiny calorie. It is a game of hormones. When you control the exact sequence of your food, you are finally communicating correctly with your own cells. Listen closely to this. Your body does not actually want to store fat. It is simply reacting to the confusing, incorrect biological signals you have been accidentally sending it through your daily eating habits. Tomorrow morning, I want you to try this egg sequencing method. Just try it for exactly one single day. Feel that stable, unbreakable energy for yourself. Experience that sharp mental clarity and enjoy that deep, prolonged feeling of being comfortably full. If you decide to take this biological challenge tomorrow morning, go down to the comments right now. Tell me your age, where you are living, and your current level of belly fat. Let us track this incredible metabolic journey together as a community. And please, do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another deep biological breakdown of your body from Real Logic Science. I will see you in the next health decoding video.